Welcome to the Deeper Thinking podcast. Today we're exploring a critical question. How are artificial intelligence and the digital landscape reshaping our concepts of curiosity, serendipity, and learning? When algorithms serve up answers before we even ask, and data offers certainty over ambiguity, what happens to the thrill of discovery and unexpected insights? Are we still explorers of knowledge, or merely consumers of prepackaged information? In this episode, we question whether AI and predictive tech deepen our understanding or limit it, and how we might reclaim the space for genuine curiosity in a world quick to deliver every answer. Let's dive in. Curiosity is not just a gentle itch for novelty, it's an evolutionary compulsion that has propelled us from caves to cosmos, one question at a time. When Marie Curie separated particles of radium in her dim Parisian lab, she was not merely satisfying scientific protocol. She was leaping into the unknown, challenging what was knowable, risking health and even life in a pursuit she couldn't fully articulate. The same hunger drove Galileo to defy the church, gaze through his telescope, and wrestle the heavens from theological hands. And Darwin? He might not have lived to see the weight of his theories on evolution fully realized, but his notes trembled with the knowledge that his curiosity was more than hunger. It was rebellion, a radical assertion of curiosity as the front line against the darkness of ignorance. But today's curiosity landscape looks a little different. In the age of the digital scroll, knowledge sits everywhere at once. Every query, every idle question, every latent curiosity can be answered almost immediately with a quick search or the swipe of a screen. Knowledge has been democratized and, in many ways, commodified. The curiosity-driven quest to push boundaries, however, has become a mixed blessing, exposing us to both the vastness of information and the lure of mind-numbing repetition. Now we must navigate a world where knowledge flows freely, but at the cost of genuine exploration. This paradox presents itself daily. We might set out with a genuine question. Algorithms, which have learned to anticipate our every click and curiosity, guide us through carefully curated content pathways, managing our wanderings. We're discovering, sure, but in predetermined increments, while rarely afforded the depth of discovery that physical exploration, trial, and error once afforded. The digital shift in curiosity isn't just technological, it fundamentally alters how we encounter and pursue knowledge. It's a new paradox. Our freedom to explore ideas on a vast scale is bounded by the structures of digital design, algorithms, and echo chambers. We end up at an uncomfortable junction between breadth and depth, between programmed predictability and authentic revelation, between exploration and consumption. We've been given the universe, but with the implicit terms and conditions that dictate just how far we're allowed to roam within it. Yet constraints on curiosity are nothing new. Look to history, and you'll see that curiosity has always had boundaries, whether enforced by religious doctrine, political pressures, or societal expectations. Galileo's telescope revealed celestial truths, but only at great risk to his life. In Renaissance Europe, curiosity was both celebrated and reviled, a tool for discovering the human soul even as it unraveled the delicate hierarchies of church and state. We may find ourselves then in a familiar position, our curiosity shaped yet again by external forces. Today, social media algorithms and echo chambers enforce digital taboos on intellectual wanderings. But if history teaches us anything, it's that curiosity finds ways to transcend limits. Take, for instance, how various cultures frame and channel curiosity. In Eastern traditions, curiosity is as much an internal journey as an outward quest. Zen Buddhism doesn't send its adherents on geographical expeditions, it teaches them to explore the chambers of their minds, to understand the world by unraveling their own consciousness. Curiosity here is meditation, inquiry and reflection, a profound dialogue between self and universe. Indigenous cultures, too, emphasize curiosity in relational terms, curiosity as an interconnected dance with the land, the community, the ancestral heritage. To pursue knowledge in these contexts is not to conquer the unknown, but to harmonize with it, to ask questions that lead back to collective wisdom rather than individual conquest. So what does curiosity look like in a digital world where space itself has become irrelevant, where knowledge is no longer about going somewhere, A curiosity garden would be a space where failure and uncertainty are welcomed as part of the learning journey and where communities form naturally around questions and interests. Here, curiosity would be less about reaching conclusions and more about navigating an unfolding path, respecting the value of detours and unintended discoveries. This would be a place where disciplines cross-pollinate, where conversations between science and art, philosophy and technology are not only possible, but essential to understanding the whole. To imagine this digital utopia, though, we must also acknowledge the tension between the breadth of knowledge available online and the depth that focused, sustained inquiry demands. In physical exploration, curiosity is grounded, literally. You're moving through space, encountering obstacles, drawing connections between locations, ideas, and objects. In the digital realm, the infinite scroll may provide constant stimulation, but deprives us of the richness that physical exploration imparts. Here, going down a rabbit hole risks losing its meaning. The curiosity-driven tangents online may be too tidy, too predictable, as they're carefully mapped out by platforms designed to keep us engaged, if not enlightened. Curiosity's evolution is bound up in our own digital transformations. Reinvention used to mean physical relocation, career change, perhaps an overhaul of personal relationships. But in the age of the archive, our past selves, our former thoughts and digital impressions remain on display, reminding us of the paths we have taken and limiting the paths forward. For true reinvention, we may need to confront the digital fragments of our identities, to integrate them in ways that allow us to break new ground rather than be haunted by past selves. The idea of reinvention takes on a new dimension when our online selves are eternal and unchanging, while our curiosity propels us ever onward. Within this context, an interesting concept arises: the calculated unknown. Even as analytics can inform every decision, every step, the act of choosing to leap into something without certainty can become an act of defiance. This isn't about rejecting information, but recognizing its limits. Curiosity requires holding space for mystery, even when predictions and data models suggest they've wrung every last bit of uncertainty from the equation. Here, faith becomes relevant again, not religious faith, but the confidence to act without assurance, to follow curiosity where it leads, even in the face of the unknown. In the digital realm, this act of intellectual courage takes on a certain radical flair. We're taught to trust data, and yet true discovery often occurs at the boundaries where data and intuition meet. The calculated unknown symbolizes the convergence of knowledge and intuition, a space where metrics bow to the subtleties of human curiosity. This is where the human mind leaps, where gut instincts play their role and bring a richness that data alone can't provide. The role of artificial intelligence in curiosity is a fascinating dimension here. AI is already our silent collaborator, processing data, generating hypotheses, making connections that even the most curious human minds might miss. AI's systematic, pattern-oriented approach to problem-solving contrasts starkly with human curiosity's leaps, its unexpected paths, its occasional inefficiency and messiness. But together, they make an interesting pair, hinting at the future of curiosity as a hybrid endeavor. Human inquiry. Of course, none of this happens without attention. In a digital world, attention is the ultimate currency, our most valuable and most exploited resource. We are often too distracted to pursue genuine inquiry, with platforms clamoring for every second of our focus. The endless notifications and seductive algorithms are reminders that curiosity in the attention economy is now a high-stakes game. In this sense, genuine curiosity, a drive to question, to explore without immediate payoff, becomes an act of rebellion. Amid the relentless competition for our minds, the choice to engage deeply and sincerely is a stand against superficiality. Interestingly, curiosity remains a social act, even online. Digital communities have created unprecedented collaboration spaces, with amateur enthusiasts and seasoned experts engaging across platforms and often across disciplines. Through social media and citizen science initiatives, curiosity transforms into collective energy. In these environments, individuals combine their unique curiosities to create a movement of shared exploration, a dynamic that has helped tackle global challenges and push knowledge forward. Curiosity's future is undeniably intertwined with technology. Artificial intelligence is likely to become an even more intricate part of our learning processes, providing insights, making connections, and even predicting where our next curiosity might lie. The attention economy complicates this vision, however. Platforms today are designed not for immersion in knowledge, but for the rapid capture and recycling of our attention. Sophisticated techniques entice us to skim, click, and consume without pausing to ponder. In this sense, curiosity's commercial capture has turned it into a product monetized and sold back to us in ever-repeating cycles. This raises a vital question. Can genuine curiosity survive in a landscape where our intellectual wanderings are guided as much by market forces as by personal desire? One way to counter this would be developing personal strategies for reclaiming our curiosity. This could mean setting intentional goals for our explorations, by creating moments of pause to reflect on our learning, or actively seeking out information sources beyond our regular online haunts. We might cultivate slow curiosity, a practice of engaging with topics deeply, savouring questions instead of seeking immediate answers, and valuing depth over breadth. Curiosity, when wielded as a personal practice, becomes a way of preserving agency, of maintaining autonomy amidst a digital landscape that constantly tugs at our mental strings. This attention economy also prompts a larger ethical conversation around curiosity in digital spaces. Today, data collection methods, machine learning, and user tracking mean that every curiosity-driven click leaves a footprint, one that is catalogued and even sold. When we search or ask questions, our curiosity is being surveilled, our interests fed back to us in the form of targeted ads or tailored content. This process not only commodifies curiosity, but risks violating personal privacy and autonomy. We may find ourselves increasingly known to algorithms that claim to understand our desires better than we do. The metaphor of curiosity as a wave feels particularly fitting here. Like waves, our explorations rise and recede, shaped by forces we can't always control. Each wave of inquiry washes over us, leaving traces, new insights, new questions that shape the next swell of curiosity. In this way, each question we ask, each boundary we press against, leaves us subtly transformed. It's a process that stretches back through history and reaches forward into the future, an unending dance between the known and the unknown. In a world shaped by data, algorithms, and AI, the act of choosing to remain curious, to pursue questions beyond surface answers, becomes both a personal and collective act of resistance. It's a quiet rebellion against the forces that would commodify our thoughts, a declaration of agency in the face of systems designed to predict our every move. To remain curious in this sense is to stay open, engaged, and willing to question. It is to assert our own terms on a world increasingly governed by digital prompts and prescribed knowledge paths. Ultimately, the future of curiosity lies in creating ecosystems of discovery that honour both the structured and the spontaneous, that respect both the individual and the collective, the digital and the physical. It is in this integration that we find not just new knowledge, but new ways of knowing, and not merely answers, but richer, more meaningful questions. If we can cultivate environments that support genuine inquiry, environments where algorithms guide but don't confine, where boundaries are respected, and where depth is valued as much as breadth, then curiosity can continue to be the force that propels us forward. In this ever-expanding frontier of curiosity, the wave reaches out and we reach back, each exchange adding to our understanding of what it means to know, to wonder, and to be. And as long as we embrace the dual nature of curiosity, the comfort of the familiar and the thrill of the unknown, we ensure that this journey continues, an endless evolutionary impulse that will drive us forward to horizons yet unseen. But the journey of curiosity is not a solitary one. Our explorations, questions, and discoveries are often shaped by the people, communities, and cultures that surround us. The role of collective curiosity is as important as individual curiosity, as it drives societies to evolve, develop, and adapt. Collective curiosity fosters collaboration, leading to shared insights and breakthroughs that might not emerge in isolation. It's a reminder that the most profound discoveries often come from the interplay of diverse minds, each bringing a unique perspective to the table. Consider the ways in which curiosity can be harnessed for social good. Community-driven research, citizen science, and collaborative projects invite individuals from all backgrounds to contribute to collective knowledge. Through these initiatives, curiosity can become a tool for empowerment, providing people with the means to explore, understand, and shape the world around them. This democratization of curiosity challenges traditional hierarchies of knowledge and expertise, creating spaces where anyone, regardless of background, can contribute meaningfully to shared learning. However, as with individual curiosity, collective curiosity also faces challenges in the digital age. Online echo chambers, filter bubbles, and algorithm-driven content personalization can isolate communities, limiting exposure to diverse viewpoints. This fragmentation risks turning collective curiosity into a collection of insular, self-reinforcing loops rather than a vibrant, interconnected web of exploration. To address this, we need to design digital spaces that encourage curiosity-driven exchanges across diverse groups, breaking down silos and fostering cross-pollination of ideas. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of curiosity in the digital age. We stand at a crossroads where technology's boundless potential meets our timeless drive to understand. With endless information at our fingertips, the challenge now is to nurture true curiosity amid the constant flow of answers. As we've discussed, the key lies in balance, using technology's tools thoughtfully while resisting the forces that seek to commercialize our curiosity. It means questioning algorithms, embracing diverse perspectives, and cultivating slow curiosity to savor depth over surface-level consumption. Our journey of curiosity demands that we actively shape our digital experiences, building spaces for genuine inquiry and stepping into the calculated unknown. This path requires courage, a comfort with uncertainty, and a commitment to lifelong learning. As we navigate this evolving digital landscape, let's remember, the most important questions are often those we've yet to ask. Thank you for being with us on the Deeper Thinking podcast. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep wondering. Until next time.